In this episode, Face ID for your car, a powerful truck, and a green Audi. Welcome to episode 235 of the We Are Auto Show. What's up, Derek?
Mr. Michael Rao, do you have an iPhone, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I have an
Do
iPhone.
you have Face ID on there?
Unfortunately, I do.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, I wish it didn't have Face ID.
They're watching you.
I know, I don't like it.
You know.
They literally watch me every time I poop. If you think about it,
Yeah.
if your phone has Face ID and you scroll through Facebook while you're pooping, the CIA is watching you poop.
Not where I thought we were going with this conversation, but yes, you're not wrong. What if your car watched your face?
While you're pooping?
I have the car for you, my friend.
I don't like this already.
The Genesis
No.
GV60.
I don't want the Genesis GV60. It looks like it's smiling.
It does look a little goofy, but hear me out, okay? The Genesis GV60 can use face unlock for your car.
No. Nope.
Now,
No.
Are you being a bit of a hypocrite here, considering your phone has it?
Yes, but I don't like that my phone has it.
Okay.
I wish my phone didn't have it.
Okay. Now, it can use fingerprint as well, or
That's a little better.
a little better. That's what I have on mine. I don't know that my phone actually supports Face ID, to be honest.
It definitely does.
It's a Google product. I
It
don't know.
definitely does.
Whatever.
Google has your whole identity.
Yeah, of course. And they advertise it with it, and they make a lot of money off it. Of course.
Yes.
That's how it works. This is one step closer to our cars becoming phones, or our phones becoming cars.
And our government controlling where you can drive because they're
Yeah.
controlling the cars and the phones.
Sure.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now, if you see the picture here that we're looking at, this is in the A-pillar. So if we're looking at the side of the car on the A-pillar on the driver's side, there's like this little black square with a little green circle when the camera is on.
Looks like a camera.
Yes. And if you go up to it and it is your face and you've identified yourself and gone through the whole setup process, in theory, it unlocks or even opens the door for you. Is this a good thing?
No.
Is this a bad thing?
Yes.
Tell me why.
Stop watching us.
There's already enough cameras out there. Your privacy is toast, my friend. I hate to break it to you. So, should we give up more privacy to have more convenient features?
No. Privacy.
I'm with
Keep your meddling governmental hands away from my privacy.
I do think that this kind of thing will become more standard on cars, and it is the slow boil of the frog as opposed to the dump you in the water situation. But I don't know that there's much we could do about it, to be honest.
So I wouldn't mind it if it was the fingerprint ID.
Okay.
And here's why. So I like to go surfing. Sometimes I like to go surfing when my wife doesn't want to go to the beach, which means solo mission, which means when I'm in the water, what do I do with my keys? It's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah, where do you put your keys?
In my towel, hoping they don't get stolen.
Ah.
Whereas if I have like finger ID, not face ID, but fingerprint ID, I can just boop, and now I don't have to worry about bringing my keys to the water.
Mm-hmm. This, yes, is convenient, but yes, it is removing some privacy, depending on if they have backdoors and yada yada.
They definitely have backdoors.
We're assuming that all that is there.
They
Sure.
definitely do.
I don't want to go full conspiracy. That's not what this podcast
It's not
is about.
it's fact.
Okay. All right. You're just get the tinfoil hat on, my friend. Just get it going.
I'm the tinfoil king.
Now, other car companies, not just Genesis, will probably be doing this. And there are many car companies out there that already have phone apps where you can do near field communication. You can use Bluetooth. You can use other forms of communication to unlock your car or get into your car. Yay or nay?
So, yay and nay. So, some convenience, yes. But I want things that can be hacked less.
Okay. What if I told you anyone can just take a lockpick and get in your car if they wanted to anyway?
That's fine, but just like that, a manual transmission is now as known as the millennial anti-theft device.
Yes, it is.
Do you know how many students I give a key to, and they literally just look at me like I have 3 heads?
Ooh.
What do I do with this thing? So, there's actually not a lot of new folks out there that actually know how to use a key.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It can be taught. There's the generation that is prior to us. We're Gen what?
We're technically millennials, I think.
All right, whatever. We're
Gen
millennials.
Y, Gen I don't know. Something.
Gen
I don't
X is
keep up.
behind us. I don't know.
I don't know.
The generation behind us, anyway.
The older ones or the younger ones?
The younger ones.
Okay,
that's a good point. We grew up in a generation where tech was becoming a thing, right?
Yes.
Where we adopted it, but we also had trouble with it. So we had to troubleshoot it, and we had to learn it, and we had to tinker with it, and we had to figure it out. And it didn't just work out the gate.
Yeah.
So we have troubleshooting skills. The generation behind us didn't need all those troubleshooting skills because most of the kinks and quirks and weirdness was figured out by them.
It just worked at that point.
It just works for them.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily that they don't have the skills that they need. They could use this fine. What they can't do is they won't be able to figure out why it's not working and troubleshoot it and find a solution for it.
Yeah.
That is my biggest worry about this kind of stuff.
And actually, it's funny. I do remember seeing a quote somewhere that our generation is a really cool generation because we grew up in a world that was both pre and post technology.
Yeah.
We remember things like they were before iPhones were everywhere, but we also know how to use iPhones and know what the world is like once they're everywhere.
Right. And if something goes wrong with them, we have at least an inkling of how to go about and fix it.
Or we at least know where to look to learn how to fix it.
Yes. Yes. For example, my wheel on my racing rig just broke. And I have no problem ripping it apart, taking all the screws out, going to the motherboard, soldering on a new button, and putting it all back together. Most people would not go nearly that deep.
So I wouldn't do that to that. But other things
I agree. I'm on the outer edge of that. Most people wouldn't.
I wouldn't do that.
But that is what our generation has at least at some point grown up kind of learning how to do.
With the capability.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I think that this is a good thing overall, that we're moving into a tech world and these things are going to iterate as they go. And I see a lot of problems with this Face ID unlock. Like, what happens if it's raining? What happens if you have a mask on? If it's like COVID time? I don't know. How do you deal with all those? Who knows? They'll figure it out.
People are going to wear masks?
Now, no, but maybe in the future. It's probably not the last pandemic ever, to be honest. So at some point. But how we handle these problems will be important. How the next generation behind us handles these problems will be important. I like keys. They're nice.
Yes.
I also don't want to have a giant key ring that has a billion keys on it because it's kind of heavy and obnoxious, kind of a pain. It's nice to have our phone, but we're boiling the frog slowly.
I mean, I wish there was a happy medium.
What is the medium?
I don't know.
I don't know that there is one.
I don't know that there is one either. Like, I don't know. Maybe you have to open it with your wiener.
Is the fingerprint? Jeez. Is the fingerprint the happy medium?
Flop it on the hood.
No, stop.
Oh, okay.
Is the fingerprint the happy medium?
I think it is. That's why I'm okay with it. I think the fingerprint is the happy medium.
Because it is a unique identifier.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easily stealable. I don't know. Theft. I don't know what the right word there is. Mm-hmm. It's not easy to steal someone's fingerprint. It can be done. It's just not easy to do.
It's definitely doable, but...
Yeah. And I think it gives you a bit of anonymity because most people aren't just identifying you based on fingerprints.
I agree.
It can be done, but it's hard to do.
It's hard to look at someone and be like, I know you by your thumb.
You can't do that.
I like your thumb.
Right. The Face ID seems a bit further. But at the same time, me and you are here on YouTube with like hours and hours and hours of us in our faces online. Mm-hmm. Somebody could very easily take that data and use it to be nefarious or do something nefarious with. So, don't know.
Don't be nefarious. Kill all Nefarians.
Interesting idea. I suspect we're going to see more of this as we move along.
I suspect that would unfortunately be correct.
Yes.
I just don't want it to happen.
I totally agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
But as you have been out and about teaching the students how to drive, what have you seen?
I saw a pick-em-up truck.
Oh,
as I smack my mic.
yeah, don't do that.
I saw the Hennessey Dodge Ram TRX Mammoth 1000.
What is that? That's a mouthful.
It is. It's a Dodge Ram TRX, which, that's the Ram 1500 TRX, just the Raptor killer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a TRX that Hennessey takes and makes more.
Oh, it's an upgrade package.
It is, yeah. What do you think the 1000 stands for?
1,000 horsepower.
It sure does.
Yes.
It is a 1,000 horsepower truck.
Okay.
It is, let's see, I believe it's exactly 1,012 horsepower with 969 pound-feet of torque.
That's an immense amount of torque.
It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You could restart the moon with that.
No, but sure.
It's insane.
That's a lot.
It is freaking massive. It's just the most insane thing I've ever seen. So I pulled up the website just to see what this all is. You get like brake upgrade. You get 6-piston brakes with like proper brake rotors, and
they just go all out.
Holy shit, man!
What? There's a 6x6?
They do make a 6x6 version of it. Yes.
Sheesh. That's crazy.
So you get, let's see, you get upgraded high flow supercharger. You get better pulleys. You get it just. It's just so much. It's so excessive. It is literally just so excessive.
Okay, we're going to inquire about it.
Okay, let's inquire. No, we don't want to do that.
What I wanted to know was the price.
Okay, hold on. I'll do Google.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm Googling this.
It won't
Price.
be cheap.
Holy shit.
Give me a number.
Okay.
Do I guess? What? Hold on. To start, what is do you know what the base horsepower number for this truck is? Or around? It's like 600, 500, something like that?
And more than that. Let me see. Hold on.
Okay.
It is 702.
So they're adding 300 horsepower, a bunch of suspension, a bunch of brakes.
Mm-hmm.
It's already an expensive truck.
It's about $100,000. It's about $85,000 to $100,000.
Which means that the market that's going to buy this money isn't that important to them. I'm going to guess it is another $17,000.
No.
Am I not even in the ballpark?
Not even close.
Is it $30,000?
It's adding almost $100,000.
What?
So they are currently for sale for a Ram TRX, a Mammoth 1000, is for sale for $175,000.
What? It is not.
So it's around
$170,000
$170,000
for the package.
No,
or for the whole
for the whole truck.
So it's an additional
$90,000.
No, it can't. No, that can't be possible. No.
If you have throwaway money,
Buy a Bugatti. Don't spend $90,000 on a Ram after you spent $70,000 on a Ram or $100,000 on a Ram. What?
Why not?
Why would you?
Why wouldn't you?
Okay, what is a better version of this for cheaper? The Raptor?
No. Doesn't exist.
It's not 1,000 horsepower.
There's nothing else is 1,000 horsepower like that. And nothing else is going to sound, look, perform anything like a Mammoth 1000.
There's no comparison of it?
No. I can't honestly think of a comparison.
There's no Toyota. There's no
Not even
Ford.
close.
There's no Chevy.
The only Ford would be a Raptor R that gets Hennessey tuned. But it's going to be the same price.
Yeah, right, because it's the same company.
Because it's a Hennessey.
It's not worth that.
What is it worth? 150?
No, I'm just talking about the upgrade package in general.
Okay. Is it the upgrade package worth $50,000?
To add 300 horsepower,
It's a lot of wheels, a lot of brakes, a lot of bumpers, a lot of suspension. It's a lot of other stuff. It's not just 300 horsepower.
To buy all that stuff, and not as a collection from Hennessey, as different components and bolt them on, is $20,000.
So you think $21,000 is acceptable?
25.
But it's Hennessey. You also get a warranty. You get a 3-year, $36,000 warranty.
I did see that in your local auto shop that's bolting all this on. I didn't get to do that for you.
That's pretty cool.
That is valuable, but it's not $90,000.
You could get a 1,000 horsepower truck.
You can do that for $120,000.
Yes, but when you blow it up because you built it, you won't have anyone saying, I got you.
Nope. But you will have another $70,000 sat on the side to buy a whole entire fleet of Miatas. It's fine. It's fine.
I love it.
It's wild.
And honestly, when it took off from the light, it was so goddamn fast. It honestly kind of scared me how quick it went 0 to, however freaking fast it went, because it was fast. All of a sudden, it just disappeared. It just didn't exist in my view anymore. It was just, gone.
Oh, I'm sure it's blazingly fast. Yes, it's 1,000 horsepower with 900 torque, and it's a truck that's heavy, and it goes like crazy fast.
Is that the best apocalypse vehicle?
No, it's the 6-wheel version of it. That's the best one.
Okay, got it. I'm with you.
Yes.
So, did you happen to see anything?
So, I did not see much around town, but I took one of your other car spots because you happen to see 2 interesting things.
I did.
And I want to talk about this vehicle.
Okay.
So, you happened to see this, which was an Audi RS3 in this green color.
It is the new body style RS3.
Yes.
An RS3 is fine, but it's the new body style.
Right. 23, I think, right?
Yes. Or
23. I'm pretty sure
24 or something like that, yeah.
This color, what is the name of this color?
Kyalami Green.
That's a good name for a color.
Yeah, why?
Because Kyalami is a city in South Africa.
Yes. And it has a very good racetrack.
Yep.
It does.
And I'm not exactly sure the green, but I do love the green color. I think that in the flag of South Africa, there's some of that green. I don't know if it's the same shade or not, but
I think it's similar.
Regardless,
maybe it's supposed to be after the green grass in Kyalami.
Could be. I'm a big fan of this color, though. This kind of lime-ish green to me.
Yeah, it's funny because some of the articles online are like, just don't buy it in the green. Why?
Really?
It looks so cool in the green.
It would stand out. I'll tell that. It stands out.
Yeah, it's sweet.
But this thing looks fast. It looks fun. A couple numbers about it. 401 horsepower.
Looks like a little pocket rocket.
It does. Honestly, that's a lot of power for this car.
400 horsepower in something that doesn't look this big. That's a lot of horsepower.
That's a lot of horsepower. 369 pound-feet of torque. So 370 on the torque. That's a lot of torque.
Yeah.
Yep. 7-speed dual clutch, which you would expect. 33 MPGs.
That's a lot of MPGs.
It is kind of a lot more than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
The range, which I love looking at the range of gasoline cars now that I'm so focused on the range of EVs. 470 miles on a tank.
It's a lot.
Solid. I mean, it's about what you'd expect, to be honest. The curb weight, 3,600 pounds.
It's a new car. It's all-wheel drive. I get it.
Yep. It's going to be heavy. I wonder how it drives. I'm sure it drives relatively well because it's an Audi.
Yeah.
And it's got the four-wheel stuff going on. They're good with that. 0 to 60. Give it a guess. All-wheel drive.
4-ish seconds.
Close. Well, a little slower. Without rollout, 3.3 seconds.
Jesus.
With rollout, or with it added back in, 3.6 seconds.
That's quick.
Still quick. Still very quick.
That's quick. For a small little sedan that you take to work and back?
That's fast.
That's quick.
One very odd stat that I saw that I don't really have a way of explaining yet, but I think I might.
So I'll be curious how you explain it.
Mm-hmm. Is the 5 to 60 mile an hour.
So
time.
5 miles an hour until you get to 60.
Yes. 4.7 seconds.
Wait a minute. Wait. That math doesn't make sense.
No.
How?
It's slower from 5 to 60 than it is from 0 to 60 by like a second in a bit. Huh.
How does it take an extra second?
So my only idea here is it takes that second for the time for the turbos to spool, the 6-speed to go from 7th cruise gear down to 2nd gear acceleration gear. And it goes like that.
I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah. 5 to 60, which you don't often see that stat anywhere. This is the first time I've seen it, to be honest. But I found it very odd that it was fairly far off from the 0 to 60.
Yeah, 0 to 60 in 3 you said.
Right.
But 4.75?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. But that's the stat.
That's odd.
That's what Motor Trend has for the stats. Kind of interesting. The 100 miles an hour, 0 to 100, 8.4 seconds.
Oh, shit,
and
that's
a quarter
quick.
mile. It's an 11.8 second car.
That's a quick... out of the
At
box for a
117.
little city commuter car?
11 seconds at 117 miles an hour.
That's quick out of the box.
Honestly, this thing would be a lot of fun to drive.
I think it'd be a blast.
Yeah.
I would love to drive one.
Looks good, too.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a fan.
I've always liked the RS3.
Yeah.
And I love that 2.5 liter 5-cylinder engine.
Weird layout. I'll always
Have
say
you ever
it.
heard one
They're a little...
that's been opened up and like really modified?
No.
They sound wild.
Like what? Like graspy? Grunty?
It's so hard to describe. It's like a weird... Okay, take half of an R8's V10 away. There you go.
Oh. Because the R8 V10 has a hum to it.
Like really high-pitched,
Yeah.
right?
Sounds like that.
I don't know. It's so weird to describe the sound of the 5-cylinder Audi.
Because
It
it's a
sounds
5-cylinder, it's never going to have the flow of the exhaust coming through the pipes sequentially perfectly.
Yeah.
So you're always going to get like that offset oddness.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going to give you kind of some is it crackly? Is it gurgly?
It's crackly.
Yeah, that would make
It's
sense.
definitely crackly.
Right.
It's just...
So the pulses coming through the exost won't line up. They'll overlap each other and do weird things.
It's an angry, crackly, weird thing.
Sounds fun.
I would love to drive one.
Yeah. That's a cool car spot.
Definitely. So let's move on to the I wish they would have.
All right.
Do you have one?
I do. So you were talking about this one a while back, but I want to bring it up. Okay.
Okay.
So I wish that everyone's first car was a manual, so that they could learn how to drive a manual.
Ooh, yes and no. So
Why yes?
yes, in my opinion, for two reasons. One, you'll learn better car control just right off the bat. But two, when you're driving a manual, you don't really have the time to text and drive.
No, you can't be eating a cheeseburger and driving a manual. At least not unless you're on the interstate.
There's just too many things to do,
Yes.
right? So yes, I like to think that's good to curb that kind of temptation, right? But no, because there's people that can't even hardly figure out what their feet are doing to manage an automatic.
So they wouldn't have the coordination.
Not even close. I've taught people that they're using their left foot to the gas pedal and it's just awkward and they don't know they're just all upside down and inside out and crisscross applesauce and it just doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Yeah. We've talked about it many times, but people who tend to be into sports in their childhood tend to pick up driving very quickly because they have the hand-eye coordination and they understand that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing against people who haven't done sports, but it's generally harder for them to pick it back up.
It's just fact.
Right. I wonder if driving a manual would help them. Initially, it would hinder them. But over time...
How long do we wait until it starts to help?
How long is time?
Is this a 12-year process to learn to drive? It could be.
It depends on how ambitious they are to learn how to drive it. So, yeah. Teach them on a manual.
I wish I could.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
All right, what do you got?
So, I was out for a workout the other day, and I was thinking, I wonder how much of a workout it is when you're driving spiritedly.
Ooh, okay.
So I wish that like when you were like on track or doing like a canyon carve or a mountain run, that your car could like track your heart rate or something like that, like your Apple Watch or something like that would do, or a Fitbit or something like that. Through your butt or something.
Oh, big brother. Here we go.
Yeah, no, I don't like the data itself, but it would just be kind of cool to see that. You're going into turn 17 at Sebring. How much do you start to panic when you can't figure your braking point out?
All of it.
Your heart rate is like 90 beats per minute. Okay, I'm having a good time. 164.
Yeah. That would be good to see. I don't know if the car's certainly not the best way to do it, but I would.
Through the grip on the steering wheel?
You could. Yeah, you could do that. It's a very dynamic thing, though. There's a lot going on there.
But like other little details like that, like it would populate on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like lap 1, you managed an average heart rate of 87.
Right. No, that'd be cool. It is surprising when you're talking about at least racing, like circuit racing, how in shape you have to be.
Yeah, how cardiovascular good you need to be.
The guys, even doing NASCAR stuff, they're in damn good shape.
Yeah, they're pumping like a good 120 beats per minute. Like when it's a cardiovascular workout.
Yes, it is.
For sure.
You're fighting the G's the whole time. It is a proper workout. And the endurance guys are on a different level. I don't know how they do.
And the dude that does a 24-hour straight iRacing stint is on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Freak of nature. But yeah, I just wish you had some sort of readout to like read how you went through things.
That'd be neat.
Yeah. You see my point?
Yep.
Weird, but you get it. So you got anything else?
I do not.
Let's go wrap us up then. Thanks so much for watching episode 235. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, drop a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the whole Face ID with your car thing. I'm not so sure about it. If you're listening on audio, send us those thoughts via social. Facebook is We Are Auto. Instagram is We Are Auto _ YouTube is We Are Auto. And our website is weareauto.io. So thanks again. Catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.